That sounds better.
Yeah, okay, that was a simple.
That's good. You didn't have to smack it.
God, for real?
Fucking just give it the what for?
You know, let's just start with that.
Okay.
So it's good to see you.
Good to see you.
It's good to see you, buddy.
Yeah.
We started the podcast about 20 minutes late because Jared's camera went down, wouldn't work. We were on Google. I was on YouTube. And there's a YouTube video where in the comments section, the first 3 comments suggested that you just turn it off and smack it on its ass a little bit, turn it back on, and it should work. And it fucking worked.
It works.
I can't believe it.
You gotta let them know who's boss, man.
I can't fucking believe it. I'm glad you got that on video. I'm gonna put that before this podcast. That's fucking insane. So why were you in the market for one of these?
Just for voiceover stuff. Nice. And for just my little songs. Just parodies, and I got some original songs I've been trying to work on. Comedy stuff. I can't write a serious song. I tried that. Dude, it doesn't work out.
I am I kept telling myself that I was going to do it, and I didn't get around to it, and I missed out. I couldn't get tickets for fucking Weird Al, dude.
Oh, they already sold out?
They're gone.
Oh, no.
Yeah, well, when I checked. When I checked a week ago. No,
that's not good.
3 weeks ago. Yeah, they were all gone.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Because that and Tim McGraw's that same weekend, and those are long gone. I was planning on going to both, and I guess I'm not going to either. Just going to hang out in the parking lot for both of those.
I will hang out in the parking lot of a Weird Al concert for sure.
What a bummer.
Yeah.
Well, Tim McGraw's at Sandia, so that's a good one to hang out in the parking lot for. I listened to John Fogerty in the parking lot of Sandia one time. It's a good show. It's good.
But yeah, no, these are good, and now they're cheaper because they put out these ones that has a huge back end on it where it has a preamp inside it. But the issue is what I was unplugging and plugging in on the bottom corner here.
Yeah.
So you have to buy a preamp with these because I'm not the most well versed on tech stuff, but from what it was explained,
you just hit your shit, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, I saw 3 YouTube comments that said hit your $700 camera, and hey, it worked. But so I guess what happens is there's a ton of power that comes out of this, and then the preamp helps. It helps basically contain the power, and then the preamp works with the audio mixer to figure out how much power needs to go into there and how much phantom power it needs. Because if I tried it to see how it would sound, and just this plugged into that, it sounds worse than how it did during our sound check.
Really?
It's just blown out. So yeah, you need a preamp with it, because I think now they're selling this in the preamp for $500 a piece.
Yikes.
Yeah, they're fucking expensive.
Again, everyone's trying to start a podcast these days, so trying to make their money.
Yeah, but they last you, dude. They're well worth it. Good to see you. Your Pokemon thing that you put out.
Yeah,
is
Pow World.
Yeah, I was trying to think. I know it's not Happy Tree Friends. I know it's good pals or whatever.
It's all the same.
Yeah, Pow World, dude. How long did it take you to put that together?
A while. I spent the most time on that. Before it was the Christmas video with the lightsabers, Jesus and Santa. That took about 40 hours just tracing lightsabers back and forth. Frame by frame.
Plug your stuff really quick so people know where to find it. Because please pause this podcast and go watch his fucking sketches. They are hilarious.
Thanks. Yeah, those who oppose. It's impossible to find for some reason. There's me, and then there's a band from Iraq or something. So it's videos that are bombing, or there's a band playing in the middle of a bombing. Those are the only 2 options. But for some reason, they just put my stuff way, way down. I don't get it. Yeah, those who oppose comedy on most of the things. That Pal World one, that was my buddy's idea. He was just we should make a video of us watching the Pow World show. I don't know if you know about Pow World?
It's from that's not the South Park one, is it?
No, it's its own thing. It's a video game.
Oh no, right? They made it and then they got sued by Nintendo like immediately.
Yeah.
Right, that's what it was. Right. Yeah.
They're like, oh, it's Pokemon with guns, and it pretty much is. It is, but it's a lot of fun. I've never really played Pokemon, but I played the shit out of Pal World, man. I got real into it, and like all my videos, I was like, oh, dude, everyone knows what Pal World is. Turns out no one knows what Pal World is. So I was like, oh, I'll make a thing like, oh, it's Breaking Bad. Like they're just instead of Pokemon with guns, it's just Pokemon with Breaking Bad. If they were to do a TV show, I figured, they'd just rip off something else also. But it's a lot of fun, though, actually. It's a good game. A lot more than that. But yeah, Nintendo's in the process of suing them right now for... they can't use... They have these things called PAL Spheres, which is just a Pokeball.
Right.
But it's not a Pokeball. It's PAL Sphere. And they just add the word pal in front of everything and call it. It's like, no, it's legally distinct. So that was like the whole premise. It's just like, oh, everything. No, it's not that. It's legally distinct. It's its own thing.
This episode of the podcast is brought to you by the amazing people over at Chopped Chili. Guys, this is personally my favorite chili brand here in the state of New Mexico, and you can find them online at choppedchilico.com. You can also find them all across the state of New Mexico at Sprouts, Albertsons, Smith's, and a bunch of other stores in Albuquerque, Santa Fe, Las Cruces. I believe they're even down in El Paso now. They sell red and green chili, of course. My personal favorite is this blend of red and green, and they also sell online frozen bags of green chili. So again, go to choppedchilico.com to get yourself some amazing chili today. Now back to the podcast.
They're taking away flying mounts. I think you can't like glide on with animals anymore. They're getting sued for that. Pokemon owns gliding with animals, apparently. Yeah.
I just played, it's not at the new Star Wars game, but I just got done getting through the recent Star Wars game, the Jedi Survivor.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's half that game is flying on those retarded pterodactyls.
Right. Yeah, I guess they're not trying to step on... Well, Nintendo trying to sue Disney. That'd be... they're out of their league a little bit there. Yeah, they'll take down the small guys, but the big ones, they can have that. But that took like probably 50 or 60 hours. A lot of just drawing, and it was a ripoff of like Japanese anime anyway. So I was like, oh, you can get away with like the cheap like open and close mouth thing. And then I was like, oh, let me do a full Japanese version too. That'll get the views. And that was like one of my least viewed videos ever. I paid these people to say all the lines in Japanese.
Oh, you like hired motherfuckers?
Yeah, just on Fiverr or whatever.
You still paid money, dude.
It was only like $30 total, so that was not too bad. But I loved it. It was making me laugh, and it's like most of my stuff. It's like it makes me laugh, so it's all right, even if no one else likes it.
I thought it was hilarious.
Oh, thanks.
Your shit's fucking great. And then you're saying before we started the 48-hour film festival is coming up.
Yes.
The idea you came up with last year was fucking great. Or it's the guy who, if I remember correctly, it's the guy who has like ball cancer or dick cancer.
Yeah, dick cancer.
Well,
the genre we got, everyone gets a different genre, and we got dark comedy, and I was like, oh, come on, like we're a group of comedians. If we don't exceed or excel at dark comedy, what are we even doing?
Right.
Got to hang up the hat. And it was cool. I made it to like the top 5. It was like fan voted number 2 favorite. Which is cool because all these people go to film school and all these things, and I was just like, I watch YouTube and learned all my stuff. One like best editing and a couple other things. Yeah, I made it to the top 5. They showed it at the best of ceremony.
Because you edit all your stuff like by yourself. I mean, aside from like the actors that you get or just everything you have to pay for, like again, no one's expecting you to speak fucking Japanese. Yeah,
but I was gonna learn just how to say those things, and they wouldn't say any cuss words, so I had to like change some of the dialogue a little bit.
What, the people on Fiverr had standards?
Yeah.
You're selling yourself on Fiverr. You're testing OnlyFans in a month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're like, no. No cursing.
No. Oh, no. I will not say a curse word.
Yeah, so I had to change it a little bit, but it's pretty much the same thing. But I was like so close to just doing it all myself, and I was like, it'd probably just be easier to just pay someone that already knows Japanese.
Yeah, well, it would just come off unintentionally real racist.
Yeah,
if you're reading
like trying to
like
do
a
Japanese
phonetic script. Say the fucking word.
Yeah, it'd be like at South Park with the iPad, the human centipede. Oh no, And I forgot to do it. I was going to do it at the end of my videos. I do like that. I made this. I looked up how to say that in Japanese, and I was supposed to put it at the end, and I forgot. I was going to say I made this in Japanese.
You're tagging it.
Yeah.
So I know we've covered this before on previous episodes, but what got you into filmmaking in the first place? Because again, you're quite good at it.
No, thanks.
I think it's just pretty fucking hilarious.
I don't know if it'd be necessarily filmmaking.
Well, that's what you're doing.
More or less.
Sketches is a form of filmmaking.
Well, especially by today's standards, anything above like a minute is a full-length feature film in the eyes of the average content enjoyer, which is fair. I'm the same way. I'm always like, why don't people want to watch my 5-minute videos? And then I don't even watch like 1-minute videos all the way. I'm like, oh, it's great. And I scroll. Don't even watch the whole thing.
Yeah, no, I feel that. Yeah. My attention span is fucking shot.
Yeah. I was just like raised on Comedy Central and Adult Swim, and this explains a lot. And that's kind of how I got it. Like Whitest Kid You Know's my favorite sketch group of all time. Like Chappelle Show, Kroll Show, Key and Peele.
Kroll Show.
Dude, I love Kroll Show.
All about that.
It's a sleeper, man. Not a lot of people knew about it. Even when it came out, it wasn't that popular. But dude, I love me some Kroll Show.
Yeah, he's good.
he's so good. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to do that, and then the pandemic happened, and we got money from the government, and I was like, I'm gonna buy a camera and some film equipment, like get a computer. Because now I was like, I'm not working and I'm making more money than I ever have. I was like, this is great.
Was that the time were you still at the Lobo store?
Oh, yeah. I was there for like 10 years.
You got interviewed by the news like 3 times.
It's like 12.
Oh, fuck.
It's like a few times a year.
3 since I've known you.
Yeah. I don't know what it was, man. Because I worked at a Lobo store, and they're like, no one knows anything about the Lobos on campus. So I'll go to the guy, and they'd be like, what do you think about this? I'd be like, oh, okay. And I just go to the computer and like look it up, because I was like, I don't know what's going on.
Do I like the Lobos? Oh, I do. Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy. Just, make sure to buy those T-shirts. Hopefully they're scoring points out there. That's good.
What was that? This is all tangent, but like, what was your demographic working at a university merch store?
There was everyone looked like they were going to rob you one way or another, and I feel like the people that looked like they were going to rob you actually spent money there. I don't know if it was their money or not. That's not my, I'm just there to take the money. I was there. It was like, gangsters and then tourists, like just old people from Montana, like coming by. And I always wanted to see the balloons or something, and yeah, whenever the teams did well, we'd get really busy. That wasn't very often.
So once every few years?
Yeah. Basketball does pretty good, pretty often. And no one gives a shit about football around here.
Dude, our own coaches don't give a shit about it. Like, I don't know anything about, like, collegiate sports in New Mexico, but I saw the headlines when everyone was all pissed off that the last guy left. They were shocked that he was using University of New Mexico as a stepping stone. Like, what did you think this was?
That's a shitty stepping stone, dude.
That dude fell in quicksand quick.
Yeah, that's a reverse stepping stone. I'm trying to retire early, so I figured I could use the Lobos as a stepping stone on the way out to just be like, this isn't for me or something.
So you buy a bunch of cameras, you buy your computer.
Yes.
And what was your idea to start doing comedy in the first? Because you were doing stand-up by this point, right?
Yeah, just for a little bit, for about a year. I think me and Tyler Lovely started together. He's my buddy from high school, and he's like, I'm doing an open mic. And that was, I know I've told this story a bunch, but yeah, I was on acid at Red Rocks, and my buddy started having a seizure, and I just looked up into the sky, and I was like, I got to do comedy.
So stupid.
And that was literally, I was like, oh yeah, well, I never thought of this. Tried being in bands and stuff before, and I just wasn't for me. So then I sold my PA system and started comedy.
You look like a drummer.
Yeah, I was a drummer.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
the drum set tattoo, dude.
Oh, okay. I've never even seen that tattoo.
Yeah.
How long were you playing drums for?
Since like 7th grade.
Oh, fuck.
7th grade in the band. I used to play trumpet, and then all the drummers looked like they're having a lot more fun than I was. And I was like, I want to do that. Started a jazz band, got to play the full kit. You have to like wake up early, but it was pretty sweet. And then got a drum kit at the house. My mom would never let me play it because it was so loud. She hated it. Started a band with some buddies. Had some fun, man. I was in a couple bands. The only band I was in that ever did anything cool was this one we opened for Saving Abel.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. But I was still so young. My mom made me like leave early. I couldn't see them.
Where
play.
was this at?
It was called Amped at the time, but now it's the Jam Spot downtown on like
shit.
5th or whatever, 5th and Central. Yeah.
The place that keeps getting shot up all the time.
Yeah. Jam. Yeah. In a jam a lot over there. I don't know.
How long ago was this?
It was right after high school, so like about 10 years ago.
No shit.
Yeah. That was I went to Colorado a few times, played some gigs, and I was like too young to be in the bars. So you had to get like a little special badge or something, mark up your hands. Say
Right.
this guy can't drink.
Right, yeah, shuttle you in and shuttle you out. Yeah.
And I got so much FOMO that I became an alcoholic after that. I was like, I can drink too, guys. Come on.
You've been edging me for 5 years.
Yeah, but then just started doing the comedy, and I was mainly Whitest Kids was like my main influence for the sketches, and I was like, I want to do that, and so started doing it, and I've been doing that about 6 years now. Every once in a while, a video does pretty good, and then goes back to like 10 people that watch it.
Remember who the fuck you're talking to. I feel that it's got to the point now where I am outsourcing everything that I can do for this podcast is AI.
Yeah.
Is everything like the editing is AI, the posting like the clip or the clipping of the reels AI. Now my fucking descriptions and my titles. I'm like, can you come up with an algorithm friendly title? And it goes, sure it can. I'm like, oh my god.
I'm not an AI guy. I don't know. I used to use it when I worked for the Lobo store, but that was it. And then I don't know, for some reason I'm vehemently opposed to AI.
I'm against AI when it comes to like taking away tens of thousands of jobs, enslaving the human race, becoming sentient. Like, did you hear about that Google thing that happened?
Well, that stuff's fine. The whole enslaving the human race is fine, but titles for a video is where I draw the line. No, okay. That's too far, man.
But like, especially with like video editing, dude. Like, especially when you and I first did a podcast together, like back then, I was editing everything by myself, and so I would sit, and if it was like a 2-hour podcast, that would take me a good 3 hours of me just going, okay, he's talking, click. I'm talking, click. And then just going through it like that. And now I just pump it in the computer, press the button, and it takes 45 seconds.
See, that's not bad, actually. That actually is pretty good. Honestly, that should put it like that. If I could do something like that, because dude, my videos take so long to edit. Podcasting seems pretty easy.
Yeah.
So that's not that bad of like a, changing graphics and shit or whatever on it. So that's not too bad. I guess I'll accept it.
Because I just now granted, it's not a fucking free program. I have to pay for it, which sucks.
Yeah.
But I've just gotten to the point where I'm like, I don't have a whole lot of time, especially now that I'm doing stand-up. And stand-up is taking so much of my fucking time. And I want to get good at it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I have to spend time writing. I have to go to, the random open mics that I can go to, I have to go do that. And then actually go do shows and shit. I just don't have time to just go like this for, probably 10 hours a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That kind of editing, the tedious stuff is really boring. But the stuff that I'm doing with mine it's usually pretty fun. It's cool to see you just got a bunch of clips and things, and you're just kind of molding this thing over time. And by the time you're done with it, I'm just like, I hate this video so much. I don't even want to. Don't promote it because I'm like, I don't want to see this anymore. Who cares? On to the next one. So I could see like something like a podcast editing that could get pretty boring. But I don't know. I actually have some fun doing the editing. I feel like if I could have someone else do it, I probably would, because then I could just be working on more videos, and stand up and stuff. Yeah. And but it's all about time, dude. We only got so much time, and we're not getting any younger, dude.
Yeah, dude. I don't consider myself old. I just turned 28.
Oh,
and nice. I used to make fun of people that were like, "Oh, I've hit my 30s. I feel so old." Now I'm like looking at 30. I'm like, I don't feel 30.
Yeah.
I am in no place to make decisions. Like, I have friends that are getting married. I have friends that are having kids that are they're pumping into their retirement. They've bought a house. I'm like, how?
Yeah.
Where did I miss where is the evolutionary jump that I miss. Where I still buy comic books.
Yeah.
Like, that's my big purchase. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what makes me happy. Well, am I supposed to grow up at some point?
I mean, I don't know. Did you pick comedy as your thing? You're like, I want to make people laugh. It's not, we're not really helping anyone. Well, I guess some people are like, dude, it's an art. We're helping people every day. It's like, bullshit, dude. We are not helping anyone.
Well, I kind of buy into that a bit. Like, I didn't really start thinking about it much until, oddly enough, Tyler brought that up to me.
Yeah.
I think it was Tyler. Yeah, it was Tyler, because we did a show. I think it was maybe at the Block, or I forget where we were at. He was like, yeah, it's just really cool to be a positive part of somebody's date night. And I was like, what? Are you fucking gay now? Like, what? What are you I thought I was like, yeah. And I was like,
trust me, I lived with him. He's the gayest guy I know. Tyler Lovely.
You heard him digging at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I'm helping people.
I was like, no, yeah, that makes sense to me. I certainly didn't start stand-up with a selfless mindset.
Yeah, no. It's like, I want to make people.
Yeah, it's like I can be funny.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely ridiculous.
No, I mean, it is. We're making people forget about the bullshit in life for the most part. I know you always talk about news, so you're just reminding people.
Well, I've dropped the political stuff, dude. I can't anymore with it.
It's a bit much for just people trying to go out and forget about life, and then I'm the same way. I'll be like, oh, this crazy thing happened. It's 9/11's anniversary. Everyone's like, come on, man, I was having a good night. You gotta make me think about that. And to me, I'm so dissociated from it. Like, our generation were raised on, there's that website called That's Fucked with PH. I don't know if you ever saw that.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, people getting their heads chopped. And
and like Live Leak, and then the Watch People Die subreddit.
Yeah. So I'm pretty disassociated from a lot of that bad stuff.
Well, see, and that's what I ran into. Is like I for some reason, I enjoy politics. Like, I enjoy following it for the most part. I enjoy learning about it, figuring out why things are happening, like that kind of stuff. And now granted, I do want to caveat also by saying that I'm not a phenomenal joke writer. I'm just not a phenomenal joke writer yet. I've learned the basics. I can get my laughs and move on and say I didn't bomb, but you know what I mean? But like, even when in January when Trump got inaugurated, I had some stuff, and I was like, "Oh, this is fucking genius!" And I went to an open mic, and it just died. And I was like, "Oh no, this is." Because where my brain always wants to go to, and this is why I don't do crowd work, is my brain just wants to like actually talk about it as its fact. You know what I mean? Like as its logic and whatever. And that doesn't work for comedy. Yeah. Like, I don't have that brain in me. I mean, I would like to be able to be like Bill Burr, where he says what's happening, his delivery system and his rant, the way that he rants and the way that he yells. Like, that's where I want to get to. I'm not that.
Well, he's got a funny voice too, and that's
too.
If you have a funny voice, you're already like at a different level than everyone else, because everyone just wants to hear what you have to say, no matter what it is, for the most part.
And then I heard how I speak on a microphone in public, and I'm like, I gotta shave the beard. I'm just threatening right now. This is not good for anybody.
I like the stash though. That's a good look. Kind of look more like an ICE agent though. You went from terrorist to cop real quick.
I've been thinking about shaving this part of it.
Oh, the handlebar.
Yeah, the handlebar.
I don't know.
Well, because I don't wear leather. I don't have a motorcycle, and I'm not a cop.
Yeah.
So
that's what a cop would say.
But I don't know, man. That's where my brain always goes to when I talk about politics.
Okay.
And then also, aside from the not being a great joke writer, I fill so much of my brain with it on a daily basis that, like, when I'm writing it, I'm just like, this is just fucked up. Mm-hmm. Like, I just hate what's going on right now.
Right.
Like, I hate 99% of it. Mm-hmm. And then, like, today, my brain almost had a fucking aneurysm because I'm at work. I usually listen to podcasts and shit while I'm at work. And I was listening to the fucking, you know who the Nelk Boys are, the Full Sin guys?
No,
the guys that do a Happy Dad? The seltzer?
No, actually, yeah.
I'll show you a picture of them real quick.
Okay.
So these fucking, and I was a fan of these guys. Like, I mean, I'm kind of torn on them now, but I was a fan of these dudes. and they just did a. So this is that's the guy who runs it. You've never seen these guys?
Nelk?
Yeah, so they got really big. Well, they started getting really big like 8 years ago when they were doing like prank videos and stuff like that. And then they started doing like vlog stuff. I don't know that much into that, but the podcast was pretty decent. And the fucking that dude and another one of the co-hosts, they sat down with Benjamin Netanyahu, and
I don't know who that is.
Prime Minister of Israel.
Oh, okay.
The guy who's leading the bombing campaigns against Gaza. Right now.
Geez.
Yeah.
Oh, so wow, so they must be pretty big.
Yeah, well, because they're connected with like Trump and Dana White and all that. And with as much information that I've downloaded onto my hard drive about how fucking horrible, and then like the history of and I'm not a fucking scholar, but like I can riddle off the bullet points of like where the history has gone and what we've led to and now why we're here and blah, 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 context wise. And I'm listening to these fucking idiots talk to the lead guy that's bombing the shit out of Gaza, that basically went behind Trump's back to bomb Iran. And the only thing they push back on in this, while he's lying his ass off in this whole podcast, just lying his ass off, the only thing they push back on is that he said he liked Burger King more than McDonald's. And I'm sitting at my desk like, no.
No one. That's not a real opinion. Not even Burger King likes Burger King more than McDonald's. I just.
Anyway, so that's for my brain.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? Where I'm just like, I want to like talk the logic out of politics, and so I've completely removed myself from making political jokes, dude. I can't do it. I'm focused on writing about myself and my life and other things that I think are funny, and then just go from there.
Well, you don't have to like completely get rid of it.
No,
I mean,
I'm done, dude.
Yeah, you know. Okay, I was gonna say,
I'm done.
There's probably a way, but that's one of the more maybe not sensitive, but just trickier things to write about.
Yeah, well,
in general.
Well, and then especially like with the last election cycle, there was just, especially with Biden in office, there was just funny shit happening. It wasn't this serious. Like, it was serious. Don't get me wrong. Like, there was some real serious shit happening that was bad. But, like, it wasn't, we're going to cover up a global pedophile ring levels of bad.
Yeah, well, I mean, if that stuff even happened, you know, I don't know. I mean, who knows? I wasn't there. Whatever. Who cares? It's not even that big of a deal, dude. It's like, whatever.
He was on.
It's like, you're worried about that? You're worried about Pedophile Island? Jeez, get a life. Come on, man. Jeez Louise.
Sounded more and more Republican by the day. But, you know, because, like, there was stuff like, it was like, Biden's old. Trump is dumb.
Yeah.
We can do stuff like that. The debate was hilarious.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's writing about stuff like that. But then now when it's like...
Yeah, it has gotten a lot less funny.
Yeah.
Almost not funny. Yeah, pretty much not funny at all. It's percentage shifted dramatically.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm just... All right.
So, that's a good thing. It's a good exercise to step out of what you normally write about, try to write about different stuff. That's my thing. I felt like I'd been slacking on the writing for so long. I've been doing jokes from like 5 years ago, and just about a month ago, I was like, I gotta delete all that old stuff, move on to the new stuff. Like, I just felt so stale lately because I was like, I'm trying to build up like, you know, tight 20 or whatever, and I don't know. It's like I was in a different writing mode 5 years ago or something. And sure, it's like they've evolved and I've written more and added to these bits and stuff, but. I don't know. I'm just not that excited to tell them anymore either, and I feel like the crowd can tell that at a certain point that I'm kind of just, I'm just a different person than I was back then, and I like to think I've gotten better at writing since then. But then I don't know. A lot of times I'm like, oh, dude, I fucking wrote this sweet joke, and then it just bombs, and I'm just like, no, this is like the best joke I've ever written, and just no laughs. I was like, all right, maybe I don't know shit about stand-up actually. Well, gotta relearn every time I go on stage.
Well, I would imagine too that a lot of that is you've been writing your sketches, like you've been writing for a different format. I'd have to imagine that affects stand-up writing.
Yeah, a little. I don't know. In my head, I have the stand-up writing and the sketch writing. They don't really cross over very much at all.
Well, like, so imagine, like, okay, so imagine you have like the two buckets, but you only have one source to pour water from. So if you're focusing on one area more than the other, you see what I'm saying? Like, do you feel like that was maybe taking away from it? Or is it just, were you not like writing because of procrastination or just disinterest or?
A little bit of both. Yeah, there was a section of time for a while that I was like, I just focus on the sketches or whatever, and then I was like, but I'm still doing this stand-up thing. I feel like I'm not really giving it my all with this. And it's hard. I try to give both of them my all now, and that's why I kind of stopped drinking too. I was like, I need to like buckle back up and focus on the drinking, or not the drinking. I need to really focus on the drinking. Fuck the comedy, dude. I just need to get drunk and just laugh, and that's all that matters. No. Yeah, I just felt like I hadn't been giving it my all on either side because I was like, I'm gonna focus on the sketches, and then the stand up would lack, and it'd be vice versa or something, and then I just wasn't giving any of it my all. I was just like, oh, this is a bummer. I gotta go do this show or something. Like, I gotta make this video, and I was like, I love doing both of these things. Why am I treating it in this way that it seems like it's a burden or something to myself? And I was like,
I think that's normal though.
yeah.
I think because if you're doing something regularly, it becomes a part of your routine. I mean, because especially, today with, I don't know how it is for you, but like I was saying earlier, my attention span is just shot. Like the dopamine drip is at an all-time high.
Yeah.
And it's just doom scrolling on my phone, or like I'm fucking addicted to this game on my phone called Block Puzzle. It's like reverse Tetris. And I'll find myself, I'll be like in meetings at work where I need to be paying attention. I'm just like,
yeah, just unblocking.
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, how do I put this? Like it becomes a part of your routine. You become less interested in it, and it becomes at some point it becomes a job, and it becomes work. It's fun work. Like it should be very fun work, and it should be very exciting to do. But I'd imagine it has to be at some point for everybody that's normal. You know what I mean? Because I've certainly felt like that with like the podcast. Like thankfully I haven't. I don't want to lie. There have been a couple episodes that I've done walking into them. I'm like, fuck, I booked that today.
Yeah.
Oh, no. But then usually after about 5 or 10 minutes, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. This is fun.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I haven't felt that way about a show. There have definitely been a few shows where I was like, I shouldn't have said yes to this. Like, and I walk in and I'm like, whoo, this is going to be bad. Like, I remember I did an Alex Benton show at fucking Juno.
The GOAT.
At Juno, dude.
Absolute legend, man. That's awesome.
Well, because he's not good at stand-up, but he's not. But, like, he's great at getting people in a room. Like, that's what I've been told at that point. That's what I had seen. And I was like, oh, okay, well, he maybe he's a great producer. Everyone has their thing. Yeah. Maybe his thing is producing shows. Yeah. This is going to be great. Whatever. I walk into Juno, and there's 2 people. And they didn't even know there was comedy.
Oh.
And there's like in this back room of Juno.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, fuck. And it ended up being like 5 people, and it's fine. Like I bombed my ass off, but it is what it is. But thankfully I've ran into that too much with shows, but that's when you kind of just remind yourself like why you started in the first place. Like, why'd you start in the first place, Jared? Don't you love it?
Yeah.
You got to remind yourself of that kind of shit.
It's to tell people about politics and just to shove my opinion down their stupid throats. Just take my word.
But again,
no, but it's to make people laugh, to spread the joy, and I guess going back, impact people's lives positively, more or less, or just make them forget about the bullshit.
Do you still find yourself enjoying stand-up the way you used to? Or are you trying to figure that out again?
I think that was part of the getting sober, is that I was like, no, I actually do really like this thing, and I think me drinking all the time is getting in the way of me being able to do that at my fullest potential.
Or are you just getting fucked up or what?
No, it's just constant all day. I would be drinking all day from the moment I woke up to the moment I go to sleep. Just like a steady drip of seltzers. And not even like a cool, like, I fucking ruined my life with whiskey. It was like a Truly, like a kiwi strawberry Truly is just an IV drip all day.
Well, because those creep up on you, dude. I'm not a seltzer guy, but I've had some at like social settings,
Yeah.
And they don't get you fucked up immediately. Those like it's a slow burn.
Yeah.
It's a slow. It's like the symbiote suit with Spider-Man. It just like you don't realize it until it's got you. And you're just like the power.
Yeah,
I've had
exactly.
like 15.
Like, there's like we are White Claw. You morph.
Sometimes I forget you're a nerd.
A little bit, yeah,
Then you
yeah.
drop shit like that. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. He's a dork.
Yeah,
just
well,
like me,
you know,
one of us.
Well, everyone loves Spider-Man. That's,
But yeah, those will fucking creep. You can have 15 of those in a row.
yeah,
And you're just swimming.
yeah.
You're okay.
Just maintaining that buzz, dude. That's like what, did you watch Trailer Park Boys?
I've seen like the first season.
Oh, okay. Well, the Jim Leahy guy, like the park supervisor.
Yeah.
That was one of his bits, is that he was always maintaining like the same blood alcohol content
Yeah.
the whole time, and he's just like swimming in that little space. And that's what it was, dude. And at work, it's like condoned to drink, or like my boss was always like, "Want a rum and coke?" I'm like, "Dude, it's like 12." Like, of course. So
Don't you work outside?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Well, outside it's construction just across the board. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So, and sometimes we'd be there till like fucking 2 a.m. or something. Just it's a lot easier to drink or to work when got a little buzz. And you're like, this sucks, but you're like, we're having fun.
No wonder our
Whatever.
roads fucking suck. Got a
No,
bunch of illegals and drunk white boys fixing our roads.
Well, that too probably, but it was a private construction for people's houses. Would be in their floorboards sipping a rum and coke.
They're gonna come back after the job's like, why is the flooring just slanting to the left? There's a whole pile of like open concrete over here. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah. Yeah, so it was from the moment I woke up to the moment I went to sleep, I had a fucking Truly or something in my hand. Beers, love beers. That's why I'm so grateful for these non-alcoholic beers now that they've been helping me out.
The NA beers,
yeah.
the not awesome beers.
Yeah, it's
No, do what you gotta do, man.
yeah, I do like the taste of beers, and so that's
Yeah.
that's good. They got these ones still. They still cost the same, and they still make you fat. You just don't get to have any fun when you drink them. So that's what I love about the alcohol companies. We're like, oh, dude, you got a problem drinking beer, ruin your life? Well, what if you never had to stop drinking beer?
Yeah, what if you just kept giving us money?
Yeah.
And we psyoped you into thinking this is still okay. Well, in all fairness, like that's why I started doing Zins, was because I loved chewing so much.
Yeah.
And I even now, like when I go on the road, and I was like, I just went to Denver,
Nice.
and up and down, just threw a fucking lip, and I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah.
that's what life used to be like. That's right. Dude. To have a fucking solid like nugget in there. And I've got 6 hours ahead of me. I've got a podcast on, a nice spitter. All right, this is fucking.
I just started doing that again when I was in Alaska on the cruise, because I got sober like the first day of the cruise.
You got sober on a cruise?
As soon as I walked onto that ship, I was like, I gotta.
You
get
just see
sober.
the degeneracy. You see the baking lards on the fucking ship, and you're like, oh, that's me in 15 years.
Yeah, that's gonna be me tonight if I don't change my ways immediately. It's just it's been coming up for a while, and just I was so broke, and my wife was like, "Yeah, I could cover your drinks on the cruise if you want," and I was just like, "Damn, I don't even have money to get drunk right now." I was like, I've been trying to do it for years, or maybe not years, but past couple months at least. Every time I drink, I was like, what am I doing to myself? My doctor's like, you're gonna die, and I'm like, okay.
Was your doctor for real concerned about you?
Yeah, well, he's like, your liver is screaming at you every time I would get blood work done, and I'd like avoid getting blood work because they're like, oh yeah, you got to be off alcohol for like 24 hours or something for the best results. And I was like, I'm never off alcohol for 24 hours. And I'd be like just pushing off blood work, pushing off doctor's appointments. And, but anyways, back to, so in Alaska, we stopped and I was sober and I was just like driving around Juneau. I was like, oh, I'm going to get some Copenhagen. I was like, God, I miss Copenhagen. And I kind of been throwing it in every now and then.
What do you throw in?
Well, Copenhagen Black is my favorite, but they don't really sell that often.
Yeah.
That was just like maybe once or twice a year if I saw it at a gas station, I'd pick it up.
That's the good shit. Yeah. That's dude, it tastes a little, because they age it in whiskey barrels. Yeah, no, that's the good shit. I'm salivating. Right
Dude,
now.
I can taste it. I'm like, oh my God. It sucks they don't sell it that often. Well, maybe it's a good thing, but yeah, just do the mint now.
Oh my God.
Just the Copenhagen mint. I can't do the wintergreen. anymore. I drank too much of other people's dip spit in the past on accident, and so I can't anymore. Got too much trauma.
I remember back in it was right after I got out of high school. Yeah, I was like 18, and we used to all hang out at my buddy Dom's at his place. He lived with his grandma, and we just would come in and out, and we were all playing the fucking like Black Ops 1 or 2, and sprawling beers, and I didn't chew at that time, but all my buddies chewed, and my buddy Springer, he would throw in like horseshoes, and so he was the guy that had like the water bottle that was up to here, but he wasn't using a water bottle that day. He was using a Coke bottle, and Dom just fucking grabs, like that, and then ran to the bathroom and just projectile vomit.
I can taste it. Oh no! Oh, I've been there. God.
My buddies have drank my dip spit before, and I've never felt bad. Because I'm like, dumbass, but my girlfriend years ago drank my dip spit at a family function.
Oh no!
And I didn't. Now, this is years ago, and I was a lot dumber, if you can imagine. And dude, I remember sitting there. Her family got pissed at me. They were fucking pissed, like the mafia, dude. You thought I didn't make the payment for the last week. They're like, you motherfucker, what are you? And I was like, what did I do? She drank it, totally throwing her under the bus.
Victim blaming.
Yeah, I'm like, I didn't do anything wrong. And she just. Oh yeah, no. I felt bad. I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, what do you say? Oh, if you didn't give her shitty genetics where she gets thirsty, it's your guys' fault, really, if you're raising a thirsty daughter. Dude, I couldn't imagine. I think my wife, like, she probably would have almost drank one at one point. I was just like, no! Just scream like slow motion. But I don't think she ever did, thankfully, because we probably would not have gotten married.
I was going to say, that might like ruin relationships.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, there was a time I drank, took a sip of some in class back in high school. And you're like, not supposed to be dipping because you're underage. Right. And so I just had to I didn't swallow it, but, put it back in the receptacle. And just...
Well, I remember, like, when I was in high school, I went to a fucking military school, and there were a lot of
Baton?
No, I went to NIMI down in Roswell.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and there were a lot of people there that dipped, and I just never understood, like, I just never got it. Yeah. Like, I would have a cigarette every now and again in high school, but like, I just never really, like, understood it. And I remember being a freshman, and one of my buddies that was a senior, he got caught with dip in, and the dude was in charge of it made him fucking swallow it. Yeah. He was like, hey, here we have two, because it was like a big thing if you got caught with tobacco. Obviously, if you got caught with booze or anything like that, it was like, if you got caught with that, they would like fuck you up. Mm-hmm. And he was like, hey, either you fucking swallow that shit or I'm going to turn you in. And the kid was like, I watched it happen, stared him straight, like looked at him in the eyes while he did it, and I was like, "Oh my god!" Like I've never dipped, but I can tell that was not a pleasant experience.
It's a visceral podcast, man. Oh my god, that's brutal.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, well, it all started with hookah for me. My mom would let me do hookah when I was like 14 or something, and that was cool. I thought. She's like, as long as he's not doing drugs. Then I did drugs.
I did a lot of drugs.
A lot of drugs. Yeah.
Dude, I have only had hookah a couple of times. The first time was my 18th birthday. My uncle took me to a hookah bar that his buddy owned, and they just gave me some mild stuff. But I was like, oh, this is a lot of fun. He took me back the next night, and they played a fucking prank on me, and they gave me the hardest shit they had. And I was taking this is down in El Paso. So we just eating some damn good fucking Mexican food. Ooh. Red enchiladas like a motherfucker. Yeah. And I was fucking hitting it. And I was like, why do I feel, can this get you sick? Oh no, I ran to the bathroom and I forgot that I ate fucking red enchiladas. So I puke and I just see the red. And I was like, oh my God, I'm dying.
Oh no.
So yeah, that's and even like with this shit, dude, like I tried, not just because like I run through them too quick, but there will be times where like I might have maybe 2 Miller Lights, But if I just have enough of this, and then you get that nicotine sickness, like it starts going in and out, and you're like, what the what's going on? You feel like fucking Arnold in The Running Man. Yeah. I'm like, or not The Running Man. The other one where they go to Mars, but where he's all wigged out in the machine. Yeah, I forget the name. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, like your vision just goes in and that would make me sick as fuck. But
yeah, that's what I'm like. It's probably time to take this out. Give it a
How long are you planning on being sober for?
I don't know, man. Potentially forever. I would suck. Shit. I feel like, I don't know, man. I probably need to be sober forever. I feel like I've lost the past like 8 years from just being high or drunk or buzzed the whole time. Yeah, since like high school. On graduation night, I took my first dab. And then cut to like 18 days ago when I got sober. And I was like, oh, hey, wow.
Watching people pull out a dab rig for the first time is an experience I'll never forget.
You're like, this is drugs.
So it's like, am I smoking meth?
Pretty much.
Like, no, it's pure THC. Like, bitch, I don't think so.
That is the moonshine of weed. So you're like, oh, you could have a beer, or you could go blind right now. There's two
What's
options.
It called? Absinthe?
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah, that's just the most hardcore. And I'd be doing so many dabs. To the point where I would cough for like 3 minutes every time I took a dab, and everyone's like, dude, are you okay? And I'm like, oh, it's fine, dude, just fucking smoking. We're just chilling, dude. I was like, that became a problem pretty quickly. And then, the drinking, I was like, well, I can't smoke, might as well drink. Gained 80 pounds since my wedding, like 2 years ago or whatever.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I got really fat, and everyone's like, you wear it well, or whatever. And that's why I keep drinking, because I wear it well. Because it's like, people can be like, oh, you don't look that fat. And then I take off the shirt, and it's, like, Jesus Christ, man. Like, get your life together. My God. It's like, geez, I probably should.
Yeah, I just wear black all the time.
Trulies are tasty. I don't know.
Sound like fucking Big Gay Al.
Yeah, I'm super addicted. Thanks for asking. So that got to be a problem. I've learned quick that I can make anything a problem pretty quickly. But that's why, I'm trying to get as gay as it's, I'm trying to get addicted to comedy, man. That's gonna be my new thing.
Kind of lightheaded. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like because I've thought about that too. I'll be honest, because now I've gotten to the point where, and I totally broke this on Saturday night. I stayed up till, this is probably one of the gayest sins in this podcast, but I stayed up until about 2:30 in the morning Saturday night drinking whiskey and reading comic books, and I had a ball.
That's awesome. I love that.
I had a great time.
There's nothing wrong with that.
But well, I drank a lot, and somehow I didn't have a hangover. And my body's weird, dude. Like I'll have like a whiskey and a half one night, or like a light beer, and then I'll wake up in the morning with a headache. I'm like, what the shit?
Yeah.
But then other nights I'll do that where I'm just hanging out at my house. I'll have like 7 or 8 drinks by myself, having a great time, and then I'll just wake up the next morning like, I'm a little foggy, but like, hey, take a shower, take a shit, we're good.
Yeah.
We're back in the game. Like, this isn't bad.
Well, you were in the military too, right? And
How
was the drinking back then?
Well, that's the thing, is like I didn't drink that much. Well, first of all, drinking in the military, that stereotype is really reserved for the active duty guys.
Okay.
Because they're all on base together 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And when you're stationed, like one of my best friends, he used to be up in fucking Fort Wainwright, Alaska, which is where the devil goes to suffer. Like that place is absolute hell. Like I think it's the part of Alaska where they only get like 28 days of sunlight a year. And it's just dark the whole time. That's where like that whole seasonal affective shit's real. Mm-hmm. Like that shit's like they're like, I think they have, it's up there, Fort Hood. I forget where I think Fort Hood's in Texas somewhere. I could be totally wrong, or like Oklahoma, one of those two. And then Fort Bragg. But that's a whole other issue. Those are the 3 bases that have the most suicides. No. Like they would have dudes up in Wainwright kill themselves like every week, like just or trying to anyway, because not all of them would use a gun. Most of them would just try to fucking hang themselves or like just fucking cut themselves open and shit like that. But The active duty guys are the ones that just drink a ton.
Yeah.
The National Guard, I mean, it's only fucking 1 week in a month. And
That's true.
But even then, like, we'd go out to the field and people would bring out booze. And I'm like, I'm suffering as it is. I don't want to get drunk and then do this hungover tomorrow.
True.
This is hell. Like, but they just got off on that shit.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna fucking drink.
Yeah.
And I was being in the back, like, I drank a lot of water today. I'd always have a dip in.
Yeah.
Like, that's what got me. The nicotine and tobacco is what got me through a lot of those training
sense.
weekends and like training like the weeks and weeks. But like even when like there would be times when we'd be out there and like our commander would like bring out just cases of beer, I'd have like one.
Wow.
Yeah,
Really?
no, because I enjoyed. It's one of those situations like I miss the monkeys, not the circus. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Or I miss the clowns, not the circus. Whatever that phrase is.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
And but there would be times where, where I'd just be sucking. I'm like, how are they doing this hungover? Like, I can't. I need to avoid that. Now, like I said, I'll have a dip in, and it would really suck when like I'd have a dip in and I'd have a drink out of a Camelback and I'd swallow some of the dip. And I'd be like,
Yeah. That's interesting because I felt like the only time you would be sober in the military is if you were like a POW or something. Just like in a basement in Russia with a car battery. It's like hooked up to your nipples.
Can I steal that? That's funny.
Just getting yelled at in Russian. Just like, oh, fuck. Like, my nipples.
But Borat?
My nipples? No, not like that. But I don't know. Whatever Russians sound like. Just. Yeah, then you could be sober. They'd probably still give you a little vodka or something.
Like, oh, Jesus, fuck his nipples. Give him a little bit.
Gotta thin his blood out with some vodka so he bleeds more.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's definitely true for a lot of people. Like, for a lot of people, that's definitely true. Like, there are a lot of drinking problems. And a lot of the drinking problems in my unit were because, a lot of these guys that I was in with, that had drinking problems, they were all like prior service active duty guys that wanted to come back, still do the military stuff, and be home more and all of that, which I get. But they clearly didn't fix the issues that made them drink so much in the first place or sustain the drinking. Because, I mean, in the beginning, it's just fun. It's a thing to do, but something sustains it.
Yeah.
Like, people should not be binge drinking every day over and over. Like, and it becomes like a part of your personality for a lot of people. Mm-hmm. And they never fixed what was wrong in the first place. Like whether it was PTSD, whether it was a bad marriage, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. They never fixed what the issue was. So they thought that just doing the part-time stuff would fix it, but the drinking would continue. And then a lot of these guys are cops. So they're dealing with one of the most stressful jobs on the planet.
Yeah.
And there's a reason
Aside
why.
from being a mother, but yeah, go on.
Or a comedian.
Yeah.
Being a comedian is the hardest job. I fucking hate. I love listening to comedy podcasts, but I fucking hate when I hear that. It's like, no, I don't think it is. I can do it with decent proficiency.
Being a mother?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
it's 2025. You don't think I can be a mother?
Sure, yeah.
I can get pregnant.
You should have the right to be a mother at least. Yeah, yeah.
I have the right to be pregnant.
Hey,
I will
I'm
be
on
pregnant.
board. I'll sign something. I don't care.
Yeah, don't take that away from me.
I'll get you pregnant. Let's go. Turn these cameras off. Or leave them on. I don't know. Whatever you want to do.
Finally something to put on the Patreon. But
Yeah.
it's so they're going and they're being cops, and there's a reason why. Unfortunately, law enforcement has some of the highest domestic violence statistics. It's like that and lesbians.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, being raised by lesbians, yeah, it's hard.
Oh, right.
And I heard a lot of hits at home, but yeah.
But so they're not really fixing what's at the core of the issue. So they just drink and drink and drink and drink. And I mean, like, when we went overseas, there was a So we went over, there's like a main installation we were at, and then there was a place that we would drive off to actually do our jobs at. And like when we were at the installation, that was when we were like on our off days. And there were just dudes that would just every night go to the little bar that they had there and just get plastered. Just like carried back to your barracks drunk. Even when like this, there was supposedly a fucking 2-drink maximum, but that's not the fucking case. Like I saw like my leadership getting fucking hauled off back to their rooms, and like it got to the point like I remember watching my buddies. They took one of our platoon sergeants and they just opened his door and threw him in. Just threw him in, and then sure enough, the next day, 7 a.m. is in the gym. When he's getting tossed into his room at 2:30.
That is a different breed of human. I can't imagine.
Like, see, that's what I'm saying. It's like I'm not built that way. I'm just, when hangovers hit me, I'm done for the next 24 hours, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And so that's what, like, so now I've kind of got to the point where it's like I'm not going to drink unless I'm doing a podcast or I'm at a show. And even then, I'm not going to do a show drunk. I can't do that to myself. I've only done it to myself once, and thank God it went well. Like, thank Christ it went well. I didn't make an ass out of myself, and I actually got compliments. Like, that was because it was in like the middle of a time where I was just routinely bombing. It was like probably this time last year, if not like August-ish. August, September, but I was just routinely fucking bombing. And it was a dry heat, because I had a show at Safe House, and I had a spot at Dry Heat. I had too many at Safe House, and I was like, well, I can't drive. I'm not going to drive. I'm not going to do that. So I just sped walked down to fucking Dry Heat. I run in. Sarah pulls me aside. She goes, you're up in 5 fucking minutes. And I'm like, sounds good. So I go back there. I chug this lemonade that I have. And they call me up. I get on. Tyler brings me up, and I do my set. It goes well. And I remember getting off like, okay, did that actually go well, or am I just fucking heavily buzzed? Like, what's going on? And then as I'm leaving, a couple of the audience were like, dude, you're really funny. Fucking June came up to me, and June goes, you were like really playful and like happy and like goofy. Like this is really good. And I was like, thanks. That's embarrassing.
Like, God, now I gotta get drunk every time I go on stage.
Right, exactly. Then that's what I don't want to turn into is where you have to, like, I'll let myself like have a beer at most before I go up, but like I don't want to get to the point where it's like I need it to. And then you also create the crutch where if you are buzzed and you do it and you do well, then it might be, oh, did the booze do that? Do I have to keep doing it? But then if you go up and you bomb, then you can, like, your brain can trick you into not taking ownership of that. And it's like, oh, it's just because I was drunk. Yeah. I'm not bad. I'm just drunk tonight. Oh, well. And then it's like, you know, if I'm in a high-pressure situation, like, I will say this, when I went down to Plano a couple months ago to a show at a mic drop, I had like 3.5 before I went up. I was so fucking nervous. I didn't even get drunk.
Yeah.
I had 3.5 and a shot, and I was stone sober. I was so fucking. It's like my body was just deleting it. It was just like, no, it doesn't matter. You're gonna go up sober, and thankfully I did well. Thank Christ. But yeah, no, I don't want to get to the point where that's it's a crutch.
Yeah. Well, I would have at least a drink before every time I would go on stage. Usually it'd be a few. Then I was like, oh, I've only had like 2 before I went up. But then I'd been drinking all day anyway. So it was like my 5th of the day or whatever, at least, you know, sometimes more. And it was just, no matter what, I just always felt so foggy on stage. I felt like I wasn't really like connecting with the jokes. I was just like, what can I remember right now? And that was just like all I would do. And I'm trying to get better at some of the crowd work stuff. I really kind of opened my eyes on the cruise. They have stand up like on the cruise. And they had like 4 different guys that would do a lot. So they would have to do 2 PG shows and 2 R shows every night.
Oh, okay.
Each guy. So you'd go in and it would just be 30 minutes of one guy. Then everyone leaves, come back, another 30 minutes. And so these guys have like 3 hours of material. Damn. And there's a lot of crowd work, though.
That's incredible.
And crowd work is so much easier in a place like that because not everyone's from Albuquerque. And it's like not like 30 of the same person or whatever. It's like they're like, wow, it makes noise if you're from this. Like, there's Canada and Florida, every part of the country.
Right.
So you can talk about pretty much anything and make something fun. But I was like, damn, yeah, these guys were like, most of them were pretty good at the crowd openers. The ones that were really good, you were like, damn, these guys are like killers. And they'd go back into the material. And I noticed some of the crowds, they would really want the crowd work stuff, and the crowd work would be killing, and they go into material, and it would just be dead. And so, let's go back into the crowd work and just be able to like make those split-second decisions. I was never able to do that when I was drinking because I'd just be so caught up in like, oh, what can you remember? Material, like, oh, this joke from 5 years ago because you've said it 1,000 times. So now that's all I could remember. So go back into that. And so I'm trying to erase that, and it's like sometimes it's not necessarily pandering, but it's like, I don't know, the crowd wants a little crowd work, give them a little crowd work or something like,
I mean, I can see the natural inclination to shit on crowd work comics, and it's, oh, you didn't make this perfectly crafted material. This beautiful. But it's like, for me, if I had to choose between whether it's great material or whatever, if I have material, and let's just say I know it works. Okay, I have material that I know works. And I have a general, like a Google Maps pathway to get from A to B, and I'm done, whatever, my 10, 20 minutes, whatever is up. Or I just have, fuck it, I'm going to choose this because I don't want to leave my, however long I'm on stage for, I don't want to leave that up to some dumbass in the crowd, And it's also just, because there's so many comics out there like, what do you do for work?
Yeah.
Oh, are you dating? Are you fucking? Oh, you're fucking? It's like, oh my God. Stop it. You know what I mean? Like, I understand the inclination to get on that a little bit.
That usually is what it is. Is where are you from and what do you do for work?
Yeah.
And so that's what I'm trying to be like, hey, fuck, what other questions can you ask? I guess there's a million questions. You can ask someone anything.
Well, that's why, like, I really didn't want to do it. But when I was out in Austin, me and AJ got booked for a crowd work only show. And when we were like, fuck it. It's a show. We're in a place where nobody knows us. If we bomb, we bomb. Like, what we have actual shows after this and before this. Fuck it. We're just going to figure it out. And and honestly, I was still riding high off of doing the mothership.
Yeah.
And
that's badass.
Yeah, dude. I was riding high off of that. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I can do this. And I was thinking about it like, well, we were watching, and all these comics weren't even doing crowd work, and the crowd was hating it. And I was like, okay, well, I'm just going to, ask questions that may or may not lead into my material. So then, if this crowd work sucks, I'll just do material, like a shortened version of it, get out of it, and then go back to crowd work and figure that shit out. And then I just ended up making fun of these guys from Philly for 6 minutes. Yeah. And we were done. And I was like, it's not too bad. Okay, sounds good.
Because it takes a lot of balls to just get up there with nothing and just try to make something out of nothing. But then I was thinking about that's kind of, why people were like, oh, you're funny, you should do this. Just because through conversation with people, we come up with something in the middle of a conversation. Like, oh, that's funny. Get people laughing. And you're like, well, I didn't plan that. I didn't write that. It just kind of came out of a moment. Trying to figure out how to get to that point on stage. And I've only done one thing sober on stage so far. It's that open mic on Wednesday.
Oh, fuck.
I've been doing comedy 7 years, and that was the first time I did it sober, which is sad.
How did that feel?
It felt pretty good. I was nervous, even though it was just an open mic, but I was like, fuck, I want to do.
Dude, I'm more nervous for open mics than I am actual shows.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Well, that's all comics. You're like, I want to do good in front of my friends. And
I don't give a fuck about that.
Oh, no?
No.
Well, what are you nervous about? Just trying stuff out for the first time?
I want my material to work.
Oh.
You know what I mean? I want, because the thing that I hate about open mics is the time that you're wasting. You know what I mean? You're sitting there, let's say you're there when sign-up actually happens. It's typically an hour before the thing even starts. Let's be honest, an hour and 20 minutes before it starts, because nothing ever starts on time.
Yeah.
So you're there an hour and 20 minutes before it starts. Then you are there plus whatever your spot is. So let's say you're spot number 10. Well, now you got to wait an extra 50 minutes. 45, 50, give or take. Then, so now you're there for a little over 2 hours to do 5 minutes. And if you get nothing out of that 5 minutes, you have now not wasted, but a lot of that time is just burnt.
Gone.
It's gone. And it's like, because now I've just gotten to the point where, like, if I'm not going up within the first 40-ish minutes of me, I'm just leaving.
Yeah.
Like, I can't. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I have shit to do. Like, I really want to work on this material. I guess I'm throwing it in on a show.
Yeah, those comic books aren't going to read themselves, man. You got to get back.
You are damn fucking straight, Jared. You are damn straight. But I was like, I can't.
Busy guy. There's a lot of issues of Superwoman. You gotta...
It's fucking, actually, Wonder Woman. Superwoman is the aspect of Earth 3 version.
I knew you were going to...
But,
Well, it's actually only 176 Supergirl, so just trying to check your privilege. You fucking...
But I'm just
yeah.
I can't. I have work in the morning. Like I know you guys do too. I think maybe I don't know, but I can't be here for fucking 2 hours, or 3.
Yeah.
But then and that's why I'm so happy that I'm actually starting stand up in Albuquerque, because the last time I went to Austin last year, I signed up for the Mikey Creek in the Cave. I waited there for 3 hours, didn't even go up.
It just ended.
They skipped right over me.
Oh.
Yeah. They're like, fuck this guy. And I was like, okay. So I went to a fucking food truck at 1:30 in the morning, got some falafel, and went back to my friend's house. Like, all right. Well, oh well.
Dude, yeah, I couldn't imagine some of these bigger cities. Like, we got it pretty good down here. Like, we
do.
We get some stage time if you want, for the most part. Not every, mic has like a... Well, if you're in the first 15 or so, you can get on stage. Because I haven't even been to mics in forever, dude. I feel like I've only gone to my mic for the past, months and months. And it's usually... I mean, sometimes I get out of work late, but it's usually just because I'm, drinking and I'm just like, I don't want to drive, or... Like, I can't afford booze tonight, so I don't want to go to the mic. And I'm just like, it's like getting in the way. It was getting in the way. I didn't want to drive. I've already had a few to drink. Like, what if I get pulled over or something? Like, fuck.
Yeah.
And all these things, instead of just going to tell jokes, I'm more worried about I can't afford beer, so I guess I can't go work on my craft or whatever. I gotta work on my craft beer at home. But, yeah, we do have it pretty good here in Albuquerque. For the most part, crowds aren't always the best. Not a lot of people know how to be at a stand-up show.
Well,
but they're learning.
I don't know if they don't know how to be a stand-up show. It's just, well, no, maybe you're right. It's just how do I put this? Because I really still do believe that there isn't a bad crowd. It's just you're not the right comedian for that crowd.
Yeah.
Because the example that I use is I'll be at a show where just everyone's dying, and then someone like fucking Josh will get up and just destroy.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, it is possible. I just suck.
Yeah.
I just suck. and it is what it is.
Yeah.
This is how we learn, but I just suck.
Mm-hmm.
And there are just some rooms that lend itself more to crowd work. There are some rooms that lend itself more to clean material. And it's just a weird psychology of and there's I went to a show, I'm not going to say what show, but I went to a show recently, and the vibe in there was just weird. And it was at a legit venue, at a real place where shows happen, not just stand up, but just shows happen, where it's it is organized for entertainment, for live entertainment. And the vibe was just fucking weird. And a bunch of people were bombing. Few people did pretty well, pretty damn well. But then at the very end, old fucking Josh gets up there and levels the place. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, well, I guess there are levels to this game. And I am in the tutorial.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. I can't tell you how many shows I've been on where I'm just like, oh, this weird crowd. And then, Trip or Josh or Zach or someone goes, and it's like, I guess I'm just not that funny.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Just drink and forget about it. And then it's like, no, I should be learning from them instead of just blocking out just the whole time, but they're probably gonna start bombing soon. These guys can't. See,
you don't want to be that guy.
Just being shitty.
Yeah, you don't want to be that guy who's like, oh, fuck him, he's too funny. Yeah, you don't want to be that.
I started off like that. I remember I would get really jealous when I first started about the people that were doing good, and people love that. People love it when you hate them. So that's any new comics out there.
I fucking find it annoying. Keep my fucking name out of your mouth. I hate it. even shit I don't even do. Like, no, literally. Okay, so I'm not gonna say who, but the friend of mine that I was telling you about that worked at a venue that no longer stand up.
Oh yeah.
When I was at that venue like a month and a half ago or so, I don't remember if I was doing the mic there, I setting up the open mic, or if we were setting up for a show. But she pulls me aside and she was like, "Hey, do you know blah 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 blah? Who's a comedian in town?"
Yeah.
It's a fluid definition, and like most things these days. And she's like, "Do you know this person?" I'm like, "Yeah, I know who that person is. What about him? I'm already not a fan of this guy, but I don't hate him. I just don't, not a fan."
Mm-hmm.
And she was, "Yeah, well, this is what happened," and explain this interaction. Where not only this person tried to heavily cheat on their significant other, but also decided to talk shit about me and AJ. Off of shit that he had no idea about, that we didn't even, whatever, no reason to talk shit. And he got like, got like maybe 15 seconds into the spiel, and she's like, "Do you want," because she went to a place that this person worked at that wasn't the other place.
Okay.
And she was like, "Hey, if you want your drink, you're gonna shut the fuck up about my friends. That's how this is gonna work."
Yeah.
And I was like, "My dog."
Nice.
We're fucking locked in. Thank you.
Nice.
But it's like, no, I'm not a fan of that. I'd prefer,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care, but I'd prefer people don't talk shit, but they were going to. Like, the moment I put out that fucking Trump podcast, I knew what was going to happen, which it did happen.
Yeah, no one watched it. That's no, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just
It's one of those few things my fucking channel. I'm like, ah. I will say this. Were you at the roast battle, the last one, where I went up against Tripp?
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I think about that roast once a week.
Yeah.
That he did against, because he had a roast against me where
He's amazing.
where he
at
was
roast.
like, because he was, what did he say?
I mean, I beat him, but whatever.
Did you really?
Yeah.
God.
I'm still undefeated, man.
Oh, that's right.
Since the beginning, I beat pretty much everyone, just about. Well, maybe not everyone. I guess I haven't gone against everyone, but
Everyone that you've been put up against, you've won. Yeah. But he had a roast against me that was so fucking perfect. He goes, Noah did a 2-hour podcast about why he voted for Trump. He had some offline where he was like, like, you didn't have to say, you have to do 2 hours, you just said I'm a fucking dumbass or whatever. But he goes, say what you want about the Nazis, but at least they didn't talk you to death. And when I tell you joke writing is how, so good. So good.
he showed me all those before he went up. I did a show. And he
Oh
was
no,
like-
I remember you telling me. He's like, I don't know if they're funny, but they're fucking mean.
Yeah, he's like, "Where these are too mean." I was like, "They're pretty mean, man."
But no, that was really good.
Yeah.
That was really, and yeah, I don't know, dude. I just, this is gonna sound a little corny and gay, I guess, but like, I don't know, man. We're too tiny for that shit. Like
Yeah.
on a real level, it's like, can't we all just get along? We don't have to be best friends. We don't have to fucking, whatever, like spend the night, like fucking have sleepovers.
Yeah.
But
That'd be fun.
Can't we all just be, that would be,
We should start having some comedy.
that would be horrific.
Just like, guys, you need to get up in the morning. Jeez. Stop making me laugh.
No.
Ah, come on. Oh, man.
No. I've had one sleepover with a comedian. It was with AJ. He kept me up all night with
Yeah.
fucking snoring.
Oh, yeah. Well, that'll do
that
it. Yeah.
motherfucker. Well, I felt so
It's
bad.
like, stop dying.
I don't want to
5 minutes.
I don't want to completely out his issues, but
Yeah,
and then we talked about it on stage. He has a CPAP machine.
Yeah, I know.
So he's got a CPAP, and you can tell.
Yeah.
And God bless him. I love you, AJ, but holy fuck. But we so the first night we were out in Austin. He fucked up the Airbnb bookings. We had to crash at his buddy's apartment, and so which is fine, like whatever. Just gave me the blow up mattress. I crashed out. He's on the couch, crashed out. And I was like, all right, well, I'm just going to throw in because I fall asleep to YouTube every night anyway. So I'm just going to throw my fucking earbuds in. I have noise-canceling AirPods. And at about 3, 4 in the morning, I hear, what the fuck? I might be possessed. And I take out my earbud. And I consider him a good friend of mine. I hear watch one of my friends fighting for his life.
And so I'm like, I'm not gonna say anything. He probably already knows. Like, I'm not gonna fuck with him. Whatever.
Yeah.
So like a week after the trip, he's like, yeah, dude, I don't know. I've just been feeling really sick lately. I've had really bad brain. I don't know if I have COVID. 'Cause, like the brain fog's weird. I just feel sick. I'm like, we just spent about a week in Austin where you never used your CPAP machine. Your brain did not get enough oxygen for a week straight. You're probably dying. And he's like, oh, that's a good point. He started using it again. He's like, yeah, I'm all better. I think 2 days later. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, no shit, you fat fuck. You're dying. Anyway. Yeah, no, people can talk all the shit they want,
Yeah.
but like, you know, I'm just glad there's no like, you know, rumors going around about me. I'm glad. I'm
that
glad
you're
it's-
aware of.
Yeah, well, they haven't hit me. Well, I'm sure there
Nah,
are.
I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
there are. But like,
I can-
I'm just glad it's like. This is gonna sound really weird. I'm glad it's based on my character, or like my political views, and it's not like, oh, he's a like a this or he's a that.
Yeah,
Yeah. And like the really bad stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's when it's like because it's not a great defense to a lot of things.
Nuh-uh, Your Honor.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I was like, oh, okay. Let the jury show. Nuh-uh.
Comedian sleepovers would be fucking horrible. Dude.
No, that would be awesome, man.
That would be horrible.
I guess during the garage days, I guess I got to that point, but then it got into some scandal things like you're talking about, like this and that.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we nipped that in the bud pretty quickly.
No.
We were all on cocaine, so there was no sleeping back then. That's true. We would have been. If we...
I've never done blow.
Yeah.
And I'm very happy about that because I know my personality and I think I would enjoy it way too much.
Yeah, it's great for the first while, and then it gets to be a nightmare.
Like I already
Pretty
have
quick.
like I've got first of all bills. Like I just have I'm drowning right now and just surviving. I know we all are. And then on top of that, when I can indulge in my expensive habits, I have expensive habits. And I can't add coke to that.
Yeah.
Because then I'll just get back into crime. And I can't do that.
Let's go. I mean, because comic books would be great things to do cocaine off of too. Like it's my limited edition first issue. Stop.
This is my signed copy of The Punisher.
Those garage days were something else, man. It was so much fun for a while, and then it was just like, oh, this is a nightmare. And then thankfully, COVID and all that ended, and I got to go back to normal life for a little while. But that was like all we had for so long was just that's all comedy was for like a year. Was just a guy's garage and doing blow until 4 a.m.
Well, and not for nothing, but at least you guys had something to keep comedy going.
Yeah.
And to keep I don't know how sharp y'all were during that time, but it's just fucking something. Because I would imagine that there were probably a good amount of scenes in the country, smaller like ours, where during COVID, bars aren't open, just venues in general aren't open, and so a lot of them closed down. And then you go down to the actual individuals doing it, and you have some, and again, it's fine, like if people are like this, but like we're just like, I'm just doing it for fun. I don't really care that much about it. It's just a thing to do. Mm-hmm. They wash out of it because what? I mean, we really didn't open up to where it was something significant until like middle to the end of 2022, if not 2023, and then you had a lot of people that really were about it that were like, no, I want to do this like for real. And they ended up moving to bigger cities where like that was a viable thing. Not even just stand up, but just entertainment in general. Mm-hmm. So those smaller scenes probably just fucking flamed out. So it's good you guys had something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I wonder how many small scenes filled. You think they would have got back into it after, though? If they cared about it enough, right? I mean, I don't know.
Well, think about how I got into stand up right after Dry Heat opened, but just
The original one?
yeah,
okay.
yeah, but learning like peripherally from you guys have been doing it like before, and people have been doing it a lot before that. comedy was really just surviving here. I mean, there was that period between when Laughs closed and Dry Heat opened where it was just bars. So bars closed for a long time, and there aren't a lot of people to try to keep up with it, and people just kind of wash out. I don't think it's that much of a reach. Is what I'm saying, I guess.
Yeah.
Is it? Do you ever think back to like? Does COVID feel relevant to you? Like, do you ever like think back like, holy fuck? Like, regardless of how people feel about it politically, regardless of whether it was the right way to do it, the wrong way to do it, the bottom line is that it happened. Mm-hmm. Like, there was a period of time.
Well, they're like COVID deniers that there was no pandemic. No one.
The
pandemic never happened.com.
Right. But like, there was a period of time where the United States government was like, hey, you are not allowed to leave your homes. You cannot go to work unless we say so. You can't go to funerals. You can't go to weddings. You can't go to the gym. A lot of places you can't walk outside. That feels like a distant memory.
Yeah, and it was, I guess, coming up on 4 years or something? Or like
5 years ago.
Yeah, 2020.
Yeah.
That feels like ages ago.
Yeah.
What a time. God, I kind of miss it, though, honestly, dude. I had such a good time. We were in like this little, like a duplex, and there's like 2 duplexes next to each other, and me and Tyler and my wife and lived together in one, and then we had a bunch of friends in all the other ones, and so we were all like contained in the same backyard, and we would just hang out like all day, just smoking weed, drinking Trulies, or whatever.
How the fuck were you paying rent?
The government was just like, here's money, don't worry about it. And I was like, okay. So I was like, I got more money than I know what to do with now. I can't. Yeah, that was great. That's when I bought all the camera equipment and stuff. I guess Tyler was an essential worker, so he had to work a little bit because he was like spoon feeding, or he was working at a halfway home at the time.
Oh.
I was gonna say a word, but I don't think you're allowed to say it.
What, a retard village?
No, well, maybe, I don't know, man. I don't know. He was basically like a private chef on Epstein's Island. More, let's just say that.
That's why he's so cool.
Yeah, that's why he's fucking really hip with the young crowd. Got all those new references.
His email list is insane. It's all TikTok usernames.
But yeah, even that was kind of when I decided I wanted to marry my wife, is when we'd like spent all day together, and I was like, this is pretty sweet. Honestly, I was like, I could get used to this.
Nice.
For real. Yeah, that was kind of cool because we had talked. We're like, we're never gonna get married, and then
was that based off of just like, it was like a religious thing, not getting married? It was like a government thing?
Yeah, I'm Islam. I'm Islamic.
The fuck you are? Shut the fuck.
I'm an Islam, so let's see. No, not religious. I don't know. We're just like, we don't need to get married, whatever.
Like an institutional thing, like we just need
yeah. And then I don't know, I'm just chatting. I was like, I kind of want to spend the rest of my life with her. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
And it just makes it more official across the board. Have a little more gravitas or whatever, a little more weight to it. You're like, it's my wife or something. Like, okay, so it's serious.
Right.
No, not that like a boyfriend girlfriend can't be serious.
No, but there's
boyfriend or
they or
them friend.
But no, there is something to that where you have a you can pull the ripcord when you're just dating. It's like, I don't really want to fucking put up with your shit.
Yeah.
And that's what. Understandably so. It's what scares a lot of people out of marriage. It's like, fuck, man. Especially dudes.
Yeah.
It's like, man, if we don't sign a... Because if I ever get married, like, if that becomes a thing, prenup is involved.
Yeah?
I have negative net worth, and prenup is involved. Oh, for sure.
So the prenup is the one where you don't split things afterwards.
No, so a prenuptial agreement is basically you decide with the... Well, you don't have to use a team of lawyers, but it's advised that you do so that it's airtight when you do sign it. But... yeah, where it's basically you guys agree mutually to like, hey, if for some reason we ever get divorced, we already agreed on the terms of which, and then people will add in the stipulations of like, you know, if we get divorced, it's 50-50 everything, and then you get what you bought, I get what I bought, except if one of us cheats or if one of us beats the other person, or like I forget the guy's name, but there was this divorce lawyer who went viral for a few years, and he was like going on, because he went, you ever watch Soft White Underbelly?
Oh, yeah, a little bit. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
so he went on that show, and then he got really big off of that, and he's like a divorce lawyer, I think in New York, and then he did a few podcasts, and he was talking about how like there were these people that would put in crazy stipulations where it's like, if when we get divorced, if you are, you know, this amount of pounds overweight from when we were married, well, now I get this, and this, or like if you do this, whatever. Oh yeah, because you can totally set it up the way you want to. But yeah, dude, like, because I fully plan on making this and stand up. I plan on this making me a decent amount of money in 10 to 15 years. Like I really do. As delusional as that is, I really do plan on this.
Yeah, you gotta have goals.
Yeah, this plan on being the thing. And if that, or even if that doesn't work out, but I still have a decent job and I have money, and say we end up buying a house or whatever. I am not, if it fucking goes bottom up, because again, humans are humans, and you can love this person all you want, they can love you all they want, but you know, because I hate the idea of like, oh, she just woke up one day and she doesn't love me, or I woke up one day and I didn't love her, or didn't love whatever. No, it's a small set of, it's like you don't build a wall by just wall. You put
No, you have the Mexicans pay for it.
yeah, you put brick by brick by brick, and you know, it's just a thing that happens. And I'm not putting all my chips on an emotion, or even on a said word or commitment. I'm not putting all of another person.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not putting all my chips on that.
Yeah.
So if that time comes, it's like, hey, prenup, we're doing it. Like, no fucking questions.
Interesting.
Because a lot of people see that as you're giving yourself like a cushion when you get out. But then my counter argument to that would be, well, then I don't know, man. If you're getting into marriage without one, you're, especially again as a guy, because it is lopsided. As a guy, what? It's now she has, by that logic, she now has a threat to use against you to stay with her. So you lose material things. So then now the marriage is put over material things. I kind of like my option better, because at least in my option we're still in love.
Yeah.
In theory. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Right.
Hey, we're planning to get married, so we're all agreeing. Like, yeah, hey, no, we understand that if this doesn't work out, whatever.
Yeah, I could see that more as, I mean, now when you're getting older, and I couldn't imagine trying to get like in the dating pool now or anything, but you're like meeting someone as an adult, and you don't really know their whole past or something. They could just be a different person. I mean, you think if you're getting married to someone, you'd know them enough, but yeah, if you're only, a lot of people get married after a year or a few years or something. That's like not enough time to like really know someone. I mean, I was with my wife for like 8 years, from high school and shit. So like it's like we knew each other enough. Yeah, it's like this is probably
like me and my chick. We've been together like more or less. Like there were some periods in there of times, but you know, we more or less like 5.5 years or so.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, and you know, I feel like I know her very well. And she knows me I certainly know her better than most, like pretty much anybody, maybe like her mother.
Yeah.
And she certainly knows me better than anybody else, except for maybe like my aunt, who's pretty much my mother.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, fair enough. But also, who are you going to be in 10 years?
Yeah.
Who am I going to be in 10 years?
Because a lot changes in 10 years, man. I mean, 10 years ago, I just had my 10-year high school reunion or whatever.
Mine's coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Did you go to your high school reunion?
No, I was seeing Metallica in Denver.
That's the better option.
Yeah. I wanted to go, though. I've been wanting to go for forever just to see what everyone's up to.
How sad. You got Facebook for that shit, son. Metallica is a once, especially right now, a once, because that was the show was the 2 nights, right?
Yeah.
Oh, did you go 2 nights?
Yeah. They beat Taylor Swift's record for the most people to attend a concert in Colorado.
Good.
Yeah.
I've been trying to write a joke about Metallica because, you know, you've always heard of that like legendary concert in Russia, right? where like after the Berlin Wall fell.
Oh,
and
yeah.
and Metallica and like Pantera. Who else went over there? There's a few American rock bands that went over, and there's like a sea of, and the numbers are obviously, up in the air, but it's anywhere between like 700,000 to 1 million people. Have you seen that footage?
I know I've heard about it. I don't know if I've actually seen it or something.
Let me show you this shit real quick. So,
Yeah, well, I do feel, but real quick,
Yeah.
I was trying to say, I was going to say
yeah.
a joke during the
Oh.
marriage scene. I would just cut it back. So it goes to I said, it makes sense that you would get a prenup, because you don't want to lose half your stuff. That you only have one microphone and one camera. You only have 7 Spider-Man posters, instead of 14.
the bit worth it, you piece of shit.
You only have 3,000 comics, That's a bummer. And it's like, yeah, what are you going to decorate your studio with if you only have one Halloween poster instead of 2?
That's
right
what
next
I'm
to each
saying,
other?
bro. So yeah, this is back in 91.
It was worth it. Whoa, this is when the walls came down?
This is after the Berlin Wall fell. They have fucking military helicopters flying around, and then watch.
Oh, dude, Metallica's going to sue the shit out of you for having this on your podcast. That's not good. Oh, no.
Yeah, look at that.
Be good publicity, though. Wow, that looks like a nightmare to be in that crowd.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, gosh.
But these are just a bunch of Russians enjoying their freedom.
Yeah.
No more Soviet Union. So I was trying to think of a joke about that, about how like that was America's answer to the Berlin Wall falling. Like falling, we sent them rock and roll.
So we'll give them Metallica. They can lease Metallica.
Yeah.
And rent it. Yeah.
But anyway,
Dude, I could not. Crowds suck in general. I hate being in any group of people. But, I mean, the one at Metallica was like 70,000 or something a night or something. And that's a lot of fucking people, man. That's a whole town of people.
I went to Alabama a few years ago. It was my mom's side of the family's from Alabama.
The band or the state?
The state.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the state.
Well, I don't know.
Oh,
We're talking
it's a
about
band.
the-
You're right.
Yeah.
So I went to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, to watch the Crimson Tide play for the fucking homecoming game. 92,000, I want to say.
Oh, my God.
Absolutely fucking insane. Like, it got to the point where it was deafening
Yeah.
how loud that place got.
Yeah.
Like, it was incredible. Like, I that's one of the times where I truly thought that maybe I am autistic. I just got overstimulated, and I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. Dude, I'd love to see an Alabama game in Bama. I saw them play Tennessee in Tennessee, and that's like 100,000 seater too, and they just smoked Tennessee. It wasn't. It was like 30 to 7 at the end of the first quarter.
Was this when Nick Saban was still coaching? I'm assuming.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
If it was,
Yeah.
if it was before like 2 years ago, then it was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude. I was
College sports, and they're not getting paid for that or whatever. That's fucking crazy.
Insane.
Yeah. But now they are, right? They got that NIL agreement or something. Or was it?
So
Some of them.
it's not that they're getting paid for it. I just think, like a salary or anything like that, or a stipend. They're allowed to have sponsorships. That's what I think it was, because I think what won it over in the court case was, yes, is the amount of sponsors for the actual games, but because of the college, that's why the college football game stopped for a while, was because I think EA got taken to court or some shit, because they were like, you're using the likenesses of all these players and you're making a profit, but they're not making any money off of it.
Yeah.
How is this legal? So they took him to court, and that's why there's the huge period of time where there wasn't any college football games, and they now just did college 25 or whatever. But yeah, just look at all those fucking people. Damn, I get racism. Holy fuck.
I don't think that's the message.
Yeah, I was like, man, I don't want to be. I was the only brown boy, dude. I was like, I don't want to be different. You should hate me. I don't want to be different.
That's not what it's about. I don't think.
I got some weird looks. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Dude. And this is back when I had a big old beard too.
Oh yeah, so
I
they're
was Talibaned up.
yeah.
But I just fucking I made sure of it too. Like before I went to the game, like a couple days before, I had my grandmother. She took me to the gas station. I bought a big old bag of Red Man, so I had to carry that with me like a shield. Yeah, and I just like we got in our seat. I threw a huge log in. I was like, all right, boy, football.
That's like the real ID for before then. You're like, no, I'm Patriot. Oh, okay.
Look, I have the original bag that says Red Man because you guys sell that down here. It's not America's Best like everywhere else.
Oh, did they change it
Oh
from
yeah,
Redman?
dude. Like check this shit out.
What?
Yeah, watch. So I still have.
I was a Levi Garrick. I only did that a few times, but
Did I get rid of it?
it was brutal. I was never the chew was too much for me.
Oh, I
It
love
was
that
just the
shit.
it was just because most of it tastes like raisins, and I like raisins, but like I just
I
weird
think
feeling
I
in my
got
mouth.
rid-
I
Oh,
don't
look
know.
what I have in here. I forgot I had this. GTA 2.
GTA 2.
Yeah, for the PC.
Wow.
Look at that.
I never played that.
Oh, it's a top-down game, so it's not as
Yeah.
cool as the other games, but
I just played 3 for the first time, GTA 3.
oh, classic.
That was pretty good.
Banger.
It's definitely it showed its age. I did like the remastered one or
Well,
whatever.
okay, the remaster
trilogy.
sucks.
Yeah?
I heard that trilogy wasn't ported very well. I heard there's a lot of bugs and a lot of like gameplay mechanics that didn't work.
I think when it first came out, but
Okay.
then now that it's been like a year or two,
They
whatever.
patched it and
Yeah,
shit.
they patched
Yeah.
it. It was fine because I still never did San Andreas or Vice
Oh.
City. But I'm working on. I got a lot. I'm working through Mafia 2 right now. Actually,
Dude, I have those on my PC. I need to play those.
Yeah, they're
I,
pretty good.
I want to play them so bad. I just haven't had. I have the remasters of those, and I have the remasters of Mass Effect. I've never played Mass Effect.
Me neither. I keep being told that it's amazing.
Yeah, I've heard it's
and
God's gift.
I started
Like-
it up, and right away, like Seth Green is one of the voice actors, and I was just like, oh, I don't know. And it's like a first-person shooter. I was like, I don't know, man. I used to be at this point where I have so many games in my catalog or whatever because fucking they have all these sales on PlayStation Network, and it's like $5 for this, and I'm like, oh, why not?
Yeah.
And I was just playing games to just get through them so I could delete them. And then I was like, I'm not having fun with some of these. So now if I like start one and I'm not having fun, I just quit.
Well,
Go to
that's
something else.
That's exactly how I felt about Jedi Survivor.
Hmm.
I about a third of the way into that game because did you meet Joey ever when you came to the podcast? Did you ever meet Joey?
I don't think
The
so.
guy that, like last time I did the pod with you and Eisner at the old house, was he there?
I don't think so. No, I think it's just you.
Okay, so one of my buddies.
Oh, yeah. So we saw him on the way out.
Okay, yeah. So he's off in Japan right now. So I've got like the couch is his and like the PS5 is his. So I was like, fuck, I'm gonna play Jedi Survivor. He has it, so I was playing that. About a third of the way into it, I messaged him like, dude, did you fucking actually enjoy this game? This is awful. Like this is not fun. And he's like, yeah, no, if you don't like the grindiness, you're gonna fucking you're gonna be super under leveled, but just get through the game.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I did, dude.
Yeah.
Like I didn't start enjoying that game until like the last probably quarter of it, where I finally started picking up. Like, oh, okay, here's where the story is going. Hey, did you beat that game?
Well, so I was really bad at it, and I would play it with my buddy Kieran. He's like a big Star Wars guy, the
Yeah.
Marine, and I like try. We're like, oh, let's switch off. And right at the beginning of the game, I like kept dying from a cactus or something. There was like some plant that just like kept. It was just like an obstacle in the way, a platforming thing, and I just like couldn't even do that. I was like, all right, you know what? You just fucking play it. I'll just watch. And so I don't even remember. I was just getting drunk and just watching him talk about
dude,
Star Wars.
That game
It's hard though. There's all those like Souls-like games or whatever.
See, and I love Dark Souls. I love Bloodborne.
You're crazy.
I love them, dude.
That's nuts. I
but
can't.
the issue with, in my opinion, the issue with Jedi Survivor is the story's not as good as the first one, but the amount of platforming in that game is offensive. Like it's foul.
You don't like platforming?
I can deal with platforming,
Yeah.
but when it's you have to like climb up this ledge and then ride this animal and then scurry this thing just to like go across a ridge, I'm like,
Yeah.
you're a Jedi. Jump. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Okay, yeah,
like,
I get that.
It's like easily
Yeah.
that platform. The game added probably 6 hours of gameplay just platforming.
Yeah.
You have to get to that fucking thing. And I love the combat. The combat's fun.
Yeah.
But
Those are kind of like puzzles. I like puzzles in games. They kind of remind.
Oh, okay.
It's like a platforming puzzle, more or
Yeah.
less. I don't know. I can kind of get on board with that. But if you're just trying to get to the action and you're just like,
Yeah.
oh, fuck, I gotta like.
Yeah, I'm here to play Star Wars. I'm
Yeah.
here to have my lightsaber and bonk people on the
You're
head.
like, fuck, I gotta catch the bus to go over to this side. You're like, that's not
But
what it's about.
it was funny because at some points I would be stuck on areas and like have to watch walkthroughs, and I'd see like the combat of, and these people are like actually doing side missions and leveling up properly. I'm like doing all this, they're doing all this sick shit, and I like the base moves to get through these boss fights. I'm like, fuck, all right. But I finally beat it. I sat down. It was 4th of July, I think. I sat down on 4th of July and played it for 8 hours straight, and I finally beat it.
Yeah.
I was like, ugh. All right, this was my one day off for the year, and I spent it playing fucking, damn it. Oh, well.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love fucking Dark Souls, dude.
Dude, I wish. I hear they're so good. I really wanted to try Elden Ring, but I just
Don't start with Elden Ring.
no.
Elden Ring's too much.
I tried this game called Another Crab's Treasure. It's you're a hermit crab. It's like Dark Souls, but for a hermit crab. And I was seeing they're like, oh, it's a Souls like hermit crab, and I was like, see, I can get on board with that. I could not get past the first boss, and I just gave up because I was like, this sucks. I don't want to. I'm playing these games to have fun, and if I'm getting this stressed over something, I just need
What's
to
it
switch
called?
to something. It's called Another Crab's Treasure. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Another Crab's Treasure.
Yeah.
Oh, it's cute.
Yeah, little hermit crab.
It's a 2024 Souls-like video game, and it's all fucking cute.
Yeah.
This is Souls?
Yeah. It doesn't look like it, but it is tough, man. And maybe I'll try to get back at it at a certain point, but
Hey, it won Best Indie Game. No shit.
oh, okay.
I'll have to check this out.
Yeah. Hey, if you like Souls, it might be up your alley then, because that really just comes down to like boss, or it's a lot of boss fights and stuff, but it's just parries and dodging, and you're just kind of learning the boss moves and stuff so that you can get around it.
This is fucking adorable.
I bought it like the day it came out and deleted it the day it came out because I was like, I'm not going to get past this. I looked up walkthroughs and I still couldn't even do it. And I'm like, I'm not too bad at games, but some of that shit, I'm like, I don't have to fucking time. I like a good narrative-driven first-person,
Okay.
maybe RPG or just whatever. Just
For sure.
Love a good story.
I would say if you're gonna ever try to get into Souls games, I think the best one to start with is Bloodborne.
Okay.
Bloodborne, do you like horror?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because Bloodborne is like Lovecraftian horror mixed with like some werewolf style stuff.
Okay.
And if you want to know this, no one really knows what the story is. People know like the bullet points of it, but like the actual there's like deep lore that's like packed into it. And it's an older, not old, it's like maybe 10 years old, but like the style of it was definitely like where the story's not told to you, like it's through character dialogues and item descriptions that you pick up and you have to read and piece things together and like environmental things. But
Okay.
dude, that game I played that during the pandemic twice.
Yeah.
It is so much fucking fun. Like that's really good. Dark Souls 3 is really good. Dark Souls 3 is probably the easiest out of all of them. And then it's very divisive, but one of my favorite games of all time is Sekiro, the samurai game that they made.
Yeah.
It's basically like it boils down to like a rhythm game because you're just parrying the whole time and then strike.
Okay.
But dude, that's like it's a huge learning curve.
Yeah.
But if you master that fucking combat system, you feel like a god.
Yeah.
It is so much fun.
See, I can get on board with that. Yeah, part of the
And that's-
challenge of
and that's
overcoming.
and that's a way more linear storyline. Like there's cutscenes and there's cutscenes in the other games, but there's like narrative cutscenes and
Yeah.
like they tell you what's happening and you have to go through things to like figure out what the bigger story is. But like you get the bullet points of like, all right, this is happening because this guy hates this guy and this village hates this village and we're gonna whatever.
Okay, yeah.
And it's really good.
Okay.
I cannot recommend that enough.
So, that might be a good one to start off with if I ever
It's fun.
decide to hate myself enough to
Yeah, fair
put
enough.
myself through
Well,
that. I don't know, man.
And I finally beat recently because the Resident Evil 9 got announced. So I finally beat Village, and that was a lot of fun.
I didn't even finish that one. My buddy and I were playing through it, and it was like we just couldn't figure it out. So we just looked up a walkthrough of
Yeah.
the rest of it and just watched the walkthrough. And I was like, I kind of felt defeated. I was like, damn, that's a good game, but it was just too much. Like I played through 7.
That's
Resident
so
Evil 7,
good.
and it was terrifying, but it
Masterpiece.
was really good.
Well, the first half is really great. When it
Yeah.
starts getting like the goopy people,
Yeah.
wasn't a huge fan of that. But like that Texas Chainsaw Massacre, really like truly Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Just an evil residency.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
That was phenomenal. Yeah. And that fight, it's kind of cartoonish, but the boss fight in like the garage where the guy is on like it's like on the bike or whatever. Yeah. And you have to, it's so, I love
That's so good. I haven't played that many Resident Evil. I played the second one after it got remastered.
Yep, same.
And I just was so stressed the entire time, dude. It was just, there was always a guy coming after you, the Mr. Hat or whatever.
Oh, Mr. X. Mr. X, yeah.
Mr. Hat, yeah. He was good. Dude, it was just like, I was just sweating the whole time. I'm like, fuck, just fucking finish this so I can be done getting stressed. There's some good horror games. I just played Choo Choo Charles. That was a good one.
I feel like such a fucking normie.
No, you should. I play a lot of just weird. Like everyone gives me shit for some of the weird shit that I play. It's like a train that's a spider. Also, kind of, it just like chases you around. It's pretty scary at points, actually.
This looks great.
I'm trying to.
Was it fun?
It was pretty fun. Yeah, no, I liked it. It was kind of like Slender Man, but with a train.
You can get plush.
Oh, I might have to do that. Actually, that's pretty sweet. Yeah, that.
Dude,
that was good.
This is horrifying.
It was pretty wild. Yeah. Show it to the. Yeah, Choo Choo Charles, dude. Yeah,
that is horrifying.
I like just the weird little ones that don't get as much love as they should. I'm trying to play more games with my wife and shit. We just finished Split Fiction.
I heard that was phenomenal.
So good. Oh my god. I don't know if you have access to playing co-op. You can do like online with other people. Only one person has to own the game, and then you can both play, which is a power move. That's pretty sweet.
Whoa, what? You mean how gaming was 10 years ago?
Yeah.
Co-op? Couch co-op?
Dude, there's barely any of that nowadays. No. But that company that does that's all they do is like couch co-op. And you can do online co-op too. But yeah. Co-op only, which is pretty cool. So you got to have at least one friend, which is a pretty high bar for some people.
All the comedians in Albuquerque just got real pissed.
Yeah, they're like, fuck, one friend?
I can't bring one person to a show.
Yeah, exactly. And I have friends, and they won't come to my shows, those bastards.
Do you ever invite your coworkers?
Not really. I don't really like most of my coworkers.
That's fair.
I work at construction, and half the people I work with, you can't
get into bars, right?
Well, that and
because they're
what?
I don't know where I was going with that. I don't know.
Well, half of them you can't understand a word they're saying because they're just like literally Boomhauer levels of just like what. And then the other half, like, you wish you couldn't understand a word they were saying. And you're like, fuck, please stop talking, man. Just saying wild shit. They're all on meth and, no teeth and shit. And I was like, I don't want to see you in public. I don't want to be associated with you.
I don't want to make you laugh. You can live without the laughter that I provide.
Yeah, they're always like, why aren't you funny at work? And I'm like, I don't want to talk to you.
Get back on Truth Social. Shut up.
Yeah, but
I've never invited coworkers like in. There's been like a couple of jobs where like I have a couple of cool. Like, hey, yeah, they find out I do stand up. Well, yeah, if you want to come to a show, I mean, this is where I have them. I don't know, like overtly, because it's like I don't want to see people outside of work that much, and then B, what if all my coworkers show up and I bomb?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, Mr. Comedian. I'm like,
I swear I'm good. You want to see my tape?
Thankfully, my boss is like a big fan of my stand-up, and he supports the shit out of it. He was at my first ever open mic ever that I did, and it was just 20 minutes of me. It was just me and Tyler, and I just read from like my notebook for 20 minutes.
Where was this at?
At Red Velvet. I don't know
what the fuck that is.
Dude, that was like the only place we did it for years when we first started, up on Manal.
Yeah, dude, that's right next to the comic book store that I go to.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No shit.
Yeah, that was where
open mics there.
A lot of comedy happened for a while.
What is that
maybe
place?
Not a lot.
I thought that was a sex store.
It's like a bar and restaurant and performance space and thrift store and like 5 others. It's so many things.
It's whatever keeps the lights on.
Yeah, and there's really no lights in there, so I don't know what they're keeping on. They had the lobster burrito. It was, and they'd have like a video in the corner the whole time of the owner She was the sweetest lady. She was awesome. She was a badass too. She like kicked people out. She was this little tiny. She was throwing people out the door if they were fucking with her. It was her just making like stuff in an air fryer.
What the fuck?
I don't know. It was a cool vibe. I love the vibe. It just, I don't know. It didn't work out. I still miss that place. We had some good memories there. A lot of open mics where it was just me and Tyler for like an hour. And there'd be like maybe a couple people in the room, and we'd just be like on stage together trying to do bumping mics. And
I'm David Tell. You're Jeff Ross.
Yeah. Just terrible, but cutting our teeth more or less.
That's funny.
Over there. And I forgot what I was going to about that. Had some sort of segue. Must not have been that important then, I guess. I'm not used to being sober and talking. You're
good at it.
Thank you. I think I guess say I've been practicing for such a long time, but I guess it's the first time in 8 years that I've...
Well, it is almost 9 o'clock at night.
Oh, okay.
So, let's go ahead and cut it here.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's getting late.
Sure.
Yeah, it's getting late. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, of course, brother.
A lot of fun. Again, I'm shocked that the camera works.
That's good. Hopefully it's not blurry still. I was almost going to say we should have had the...
Perfect.
Oh, nice. Okay, good, brother.
Yeah,
Fuck, we got to redo the whole thing.
Yeah, fucking perfect. Yeah. So I'm shocked that worked out.
You got it worked. So lesson, if something doesn't work or someone doesn't work, just fucking hit them, smack them, and then it'll start working.
The 50s weren't that bad. They weren't. They weren't that bad.
The 50s?
Yes. You would have been on top, buddy.
Yeah?
You'd be wearing a tuxedo, a top hat.
Oh, dude, fat people got it back
Smoking
then, too.
all day,
Yeah.
whiskey by 3.
Dude, that's the thing. When you're watching those old movies and they're drinking all day, you're
Yeah.
like, oh, I would have fucking killed it back then.
I have a theory, real quick. I have a theory that, because that was back when not all the food was poison. I don't think it's the booze that's killing. Fuck. Oh, who gives a fuck about the heart attacks and about the abusive? What? Shut up. I think that because the food was not killing all of us back then, you could ingest copious amounts of alcohol and be fine. There were people back then smoking unfiltered cigarettes late into their 80s and 90s. Maybe not their 90s, but their 80s.
Yeah.
And that's perfectly fine.
Huh. You think that's what it is?
Maybe, because listen, like, you watch any episode of Mad Men and they are smoking like it is healthy. Like,
Yeah.
I would love to be in a meeting with my bosses or whatever, and I walk in and they're like, "Oh, Noah, yeah, it's 2:40. You want a brandy? Have a cigarette." Kicks open that little thing that has the cigarettes in. They have a little Zippo lighter.
Yeah.
Have a nice meeting. Don't talk anything about business.
Yeah.
Just have a nice meeting.
That's my job now. That's why it became a problem. It's because they're like, hey, you want to, it's 2, you want to drink? Yeah. I don't think
it was too hard labor.
Yeah.
We're not wearing suits. We're not in an air-conditioned room.
I guess back then, the only exercise they got was just like smacking their wives and
Yeah.
shit. And that's not
Their
a lot of
shoulders
exercise.
were well intact.
Oh, dude, a great shoulder.
Great shoulder workout. You could work the what's it called, the lateral head and then the forward head.
Well, that's those fly thing. That's what it's meant to simulate. Just smacking.
Yes, for one for the wife and one for the mistress.
Yeah.
Shut up. I paid for your bag. I paid for your mink coat. Shut up and make another baby. Where's the house slave?
It's the 1850s now. We're going way back.
You would have been great back then too.
I would have killed, dude. Oh my god.
Probably.
Oh, I mean, literally, I'm related to Robert E. Lee, so I
Are
guess
you really? Yeah. Got the beard, dude.
my mom on the lesbian side too, not even the redneck side.
No,
my mom was like checking. Oh no, he loves it. He's like, I told everyone in my gun club that my son's related to Robert E. Lee. I was like, hell yeah, baby. You tell him. You tell him. Get him. My mom was doing the ancestry thing, and she's like, fuck, we're related to Robert E. Lee. I used to have a bit about it on stage. It was pretty good. Maybe I'll bring it back.
Yeah.
I just didn't want people to be like, oh, it's the Robert E. Lee guy.
Oh, it's the Oasis. Oh,
yeah.
Shut up.
Yeah, maybe I'll bring it back.
Dude, if I could do a Rosa Parks, George Floyd joke, you can do a fucking General Lee, okay?
I forgot that's a good joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, go do more of that instead of the political stuff. That's what the people want.
Politically charged at all.
That's what they want as a Rosa Parks joke.
It works. It works. Don't hate the player, hate the game. You can hate the player, Julian, I guess.
Yeah.
But the only thing I hate about that joke, I don't know if I should say this on camera. I'll say it's not me who did it. So
Yeah, oh, okay.
every so often, I'm not even going to say who says this on stage, but every so often when I would do that joke, a certain host of comedy would come up on stage after me, and depending on how the crowd reacted to the joke, he went, man, he really put his knee on y'all's neck with that joke, didn't he? And the crowd would like revile. And they're like, that'd be the bad. The third time this person did that, I was in the back. I was like, dude! Dude! That feels so bad for the comic following that.
Yeah, how do you follow a George Floyd reference?
No, you can still follow the joke that I do because I play off of it and I recover.
Yeah.
Because that's not my closer. It's just a,
Right.
you know, it's a piece of cheese in the beautiful sub. But, well, no, never mind.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
It's a part of the equation.
Yeah.
I don't end there. But, you know, I feel bad for the comic after me. It's like, fuck, I don't want to follow that. Yeah.
Ah, dating's weird. Right? Fuck.
Where do you work? I'm a cop.
That's what you're just going, thank you guys so much. Have a good
The show's over. Just come on stage to close the show. All right, that's been it. Oh, fuck. You're a hell of a time, buddy.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you on.
Dude, thanks.
Just one more time, where can everyone find you on social media? Where can they find your sketches? Because legitimately, dude, the shit you put out is fucking hilarious.
Oh, thank you, man. I
So
appreciate
where can
that,
everyone
dude.
find all of that?
Yeah, those who oppose. Some of it's just those who oppose. Those who oppose comedy, like the ats and stuff. You know, the TikTok, the YouTube. Really trying to get the YouTube stuff going off, but that is a hard one to crack, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I agree.
Finally got. Well, every once in a while, if a good video gets like 100 subscribers, and I'm just like, fuck yeah, dude. It's like, I'm basically fucking Mr. Beast right now. So yeah, those who oppose. Yeah, I don't know. It's not the best name, but that's what I'm working with.
I like it.
Maybe I'll change it like you did. Maybe I'll just abandon all.
Mine needed a change. Okay, yours is actually good and catchy and rolls off the tongue. Mine was
Was it associated with the patriarchy?
it's
As
just
the kings?
dumb.
Or?
It's just fucking no. It was based off
Kings.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's just dumb as hell. I'm like, no, this is retarded, and I want to talk to politicians.
That's true. The OnlyFans. Oh well, sorry. Well, my wife's best friend just started an OnlyFans.
Ugh,
And
rough.
And she went to the My Chem concert with us, and she was like, she was in the same hotel room, and she was like, "Oh, real quick, guys, I gotta like do some OnlyFans stuff." It's like, you can watch if you want. And so she just starts like, she puts up like a camera and starts like doing OnlyFans stuff in the corner, like getting fully nude. And she's just like, it's okay if you guys watch. Like, she's like, really what? And I was like, it's kind of awkward. And I kept like glancing, but I didn't want to just like stare because I don't know if she's going to put up like a little like tip thing afterwards and be like, it's 15%.
Just look at your wife. What are you not going to jerk off?
Yeah, well,
That's disrespectful.
This is what we're all doing, man. I don't
She's throwing full snatch for $4.99 a month. What the fuck?
Yeah, that was great. That's I was kind of curious about it too. So she was like, because I was like, yeah, what is it like? And she's like, oh, watch it. So she was just like showing me her page, and just like full nude, just all this stuff. It's like, yeah, check this out. And I did this one. It was kind of funny, huh? And I was like, oh, let me see that. I was like, that is fucking hilarious. Holy shit. And I'm like, I know comedy, and this is fucking good. Like, you should do this on stage. That's great. And I'm like, that is amazing. But
Selling full nude for like and making like $15 a month has gotta be soul damaging.
it's pretty close to comedy, though, is what I'm finding out.
No, I disagree.
No,
No.
What's the whole thing? Like, everyone's funny until they do stand up or until they're on stage. It's like everyone's hot until you start an OnlyFans.
Well, yeah, because there's still mystery involved, and then you bear it all, and it's like, oh, you have a mole like everybody else. Why your titties cross-eyed?
You're like, you're not $5 hot though. I mean, man. Okay, well, I don't know.
You should use that on stage. You're not $5 hot.
You're
You
not
should use that.
$5 hot.
Oh shit.
But you're $5 funny, man. I'll tell you that.
Hey, you know what? Well, you're 15.
Oh,
All right.
well, yeah, it's I'm not going to say it. Never mind.
You're a ticket of Casada's funny. That's what you are.
Hey, every once in a while.
All right.
We'll see. But I appreciate you, brother. Thanks for having me, man.
Dude, thank you for coming.
A lot of fun. Thank you, everyone, for listening and watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.
Praise Allah.
Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the podcast. If you like what you've seen here, please share it with as many people as possible. Follow us on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram, Facebook, Apple Podcasts. Like, share, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. It really does help out the podcast. And if you're feeling extra generous, feel free to subscribe to our Patreon, which I have coming soon.